Hey guys, I'm just going to do a quick run through of my top 10 beat 'em ups that I own on the SNES. The Mega Drive might be the king of the shoot 'em ups, but the SNES is definitely the king of the beat 'em ups. That's mainly due to some great games that Capcom brought out on the system. So let's get into it. I own 13 on the system all up. Here's the three that missed out. Combat Tribes, still a great one, and Battletoads vs Double Dragon and Rival Turf. But at number 10, sorry, is quite an obscure wee number. Stone Protectors. Remember those little trolls with the fluorescent hair in the 90s? Well, I think this game's related to that. Heard it was an overlooked number, and sure enough, it's pretty good. Great graphics, attention to detail. For instance, on the first stage, you're walking through snow and you leave footprints behind, etc. But 5 different characters, quite cool moves, cool throws and grabs, and yeah, I haven't got many complaints actually. The bosses get quite cheap later on, but you get that in many beat 'em ups. But definitely worth picking up because it's overlooked and goes pretty cheap, and I'm sure you'll definitely be impressed with this one. And then number 9, this is related to Rival Turf. This is a Japanese version of the second in the series called Rushing Beat Ran. Now this is different from the American version. The American version is meant to be harder in that you have to sort of navigate your way through different sort of optional routes that you can go that can lead you back to the start and etc. But this is just the Japanese version's linear and pretty straightforward. It's got great graphics, a huge step up from Rival Turf, because Rival Turf is pretty pants actually, but this has really outdone itself in the series. You got 5 characters, all got their cool strengths. Stage design's pretty cool, with different things happening. You have to dodge helicopters shooting down at you while you're beating everyone up, which is quite novel. But yeah, my only gripe with this, it's really long actually. That's not my gripe though, but huge stages. And the gripe is that while beat 'em ups can be quite repetitive in the enemies you face, this sort of takes it to the extreme later on. You just get the hordes of the sort of same enemies, and it can get a wee bit tedious, but still a worthy beat 'em up for sure. And of course these are all 2-player, the games I'm showing right now so far. Now Final Fight 2, I don't have Final Fight 3 yet, but this looks flashy, it's cool, the characters are big. I love Hagar's pole drive, how it can fly across the screen, that's rad. But like the game previous, there's not a great diversity in the enemies, and the stage design in this is a wee bit uninspired actually, but still great Final Fight action here, and it's worth picking up for sure. Number 7 is Rushing Beat Shura, and this is the 3rd and final in the Rushing Beat series, and another step up from 2 even. This is definitely the best. 5 different characters once again, really involved story in this, not that I can read the Japanese, but lots of cutscenes, cool enemies, lots of different enemies, everything from strange blobby creatures, you know, just right through to your generic sort of thugs. But very long. I haven't finished this game, and it just goes and goes, but doesn't really get tired. It's really well done. The boss fight's memorable. Remember one, you take on these 2 wrestlers in a ring, and they do like they team up on you and do jump attacks, etc. It's really well done. And if you're going to pick up any in the Rushing Beat series, pick up this one, the 3rd one, Rushing Beat Shura. And number 6, this game would be at my number 1 if it wasn't, likely, yeah, to be my number 1 position if it was 2-player co-op. This is the reason why it's down here at number 6 is 1 player. It's such a pity because this game is amazing. Amazing atmosphere, graphics. Konami have done so well. The moves, the way Batman can smash enemies' heads together. that's awesome, and throw them up against walls, and that whole Batman music, and it's, you know, as a licensed game, people may look past this, but it's so well done. Such a great beat 'em up. But you've got to have a 2-player co-op with a free roaming beat 'em up, in my opinion, and that's what brings it down here. But otherwise, an absolutely amazing game, a must-have. Number 5, down the business end now, the final 5, and there's only one game that's not a Capcom game here. Not that there's a bias, it's just that they're great. They're King of Dragons, amazing. You know, the SNES has amazing colour palette, that can't be denied. The graphics are awesome, the characters are cool, the stages are awesome. You upgrade as you go through the stages. You can be a magician. That's one of, well, yeah, this is a bit different in the fact that each player has like a weapon that has a range, like swords or like a sort of fireball, and it's a wee bit simplified from other beat 'em ups. Like, there's no grabs or throws, which I don't like. Like, that's a bit of a drawback for me, but otherwise it's really, really well done, and definitely one of the must-haves if you're into beat 'em ups, and if you're into Capcom. King of Dragons, really, really well done, awesome game. Number 4, the original Final Fight. Now, I really like the Final Fight series, and my favourite version would be the Mega CD version, but we all know this has got a few drawbacks in that, like, guys missing, and there's a stage missing in this. Another thing I found, if you do well in this game, the AI stuffs you over basically. You get through a few stages with not having a life bar taken off, and someone will touch you and you lose 2/3 of a bar, so it sort of keeps you in check in that respect, and I thought that was a bit cheap, but still very, very cool. Final Fight on the SNES, great game. Number 3, just got this recently, been playing it the last couple of days, got it from Cheesy Stick, and heard how legendary it is, and I haven't been disappointed. Turtles in Time, Turtles 4, epic. I haven't finished it yet, got just past the prehistoric stage I think, but I was just amazed at the whole package. What hasn't been said about this great game? It's just full on and absolutely primoly crafted beat 'em up by Konami, and it deserves its legendary status. Absolute must, love it. Number 2, Captain Commando. The arcade game's awesome, and when I picked this up and played it, I was amazed. It stays so true to the arcade. The only thing missing from the arcade is those big mechs that you can jump around in and stomp around in. They're missing from this, and also the death animations are missing from this. That's probably just due to like Nintendo's sort of strict censorship stuff, but the weapons are still there, albeit they don't last long. But I love the different moves you can do, the pole drives, the throws, the grabs, the different characters. And I like the tap-tap dash move, and how you can skate all across the screen. That just adds a really cool element to it. I played this heaps when I got it, and finished it now, but can keep going back to it. Ultimate 2-player co-op fun, Captain Commando, guys. Get this game, it's awesome. My number 1 is Knights of the Round, another medieval themed game by Capcom. 3 characters. This game's awesome and has lots of depth, and the fact that you've got a block mechanic adds a lot of depth, so you know you can block attacks, and that's really, really good feature. Amazing graphics, amazing sound. You upgrade, as I said, through the different levels, all your armor, all your weapons, and it's long game and just Capcom goodness through and through. My only drawback with this one, again, it doesn't have any throws, but other than that, it's absolute perfect fun beat 'em up. Everything you'd like in a game. Awesome 2-player co-op, and just balls out beat 'em up action, and it's at its best. So there you go, guys. Just a quick run through. There's lots of beat 'em ups in the SNES. A couple of notable exceptions, obviously, is Final Fight 3, Undercover Cops, and there's a few others. Like there's a Cayman Riders one I'm really looking to get. But there's a quick snapshot of some great beat 'em ups to look out for, guys. Catch up.